So there's been so many conversations I know in my local social circle, and probably a lot of activists are seeing this in their local social circles. People protesting for the first time, proudly saying Black Lives Matter, and also asking the question of what can I do? And so a lot of the suggestions that are being passed around from, say, Campaign Zero, which is a sort of reformist organization, but there are long-standing organizations like Movement for Black Lives, Dream Defenders, and of course Black Lives Matter itself that have had a broad agenda. How important is it for protesters across the country to seek out true leadership on this issue?
Yeah, and when it comes to this issue, really some of the forefront people have been the Justice Committee in New York City, Communities United for Police Reform in New York City, and the Justice League. So, this is something we've been talking about as organizers for at least the last 15 to 20 years, ending mass incarceration, defunding the police, abolishing the police state, and redirecting all the money that police get every year back into social programs that particularly uplift our young people, building new schools, ending food insecurity, and especially for young people, building new schools, ending food insecurity, and also getting the police out of the schools. So one of the first, well, Minneapolis, 2 days into the rebellion, the city canceled the Minneapolis City Council canceled the contract with the police to remove now all police in all public schools, as well as all the University of Minnesota public university system.
So the existing leadership around tackling police brutality has for years been told that, yes, we need to reform police. They've seen after the killings of Mike Brown in Ferguson, Missouri, and Eric Garner in New York, tons of money, millions of dollars poured into police departments to give them better training against implicit bias. We've even seen some stations try to ban chokeholds. There've been, body cameras in California and elsewhere. And for those people who've been part of this movement for a long time, you've seen the reforms enacted and you've seen them not work. But for those people who haven't been paying close attention all this time, are you worried that they're attaching themselves to calls for